is Brian. Today we're going little quick afternoon trip to town. I got to run to the man store. I think that's what Tim calls it when he goes to Tractor Supply. I got to run to the man store. We're going to run to pick up a couple of Yeti accessories. I got my new dog box on there. You can see it through the back glass back there with the Yeti cooler on top. I think Yeti makes a tie-down kit and maybe a lock kit for that thing too. So I'm gonna run to the store and try to get one of those, and I also need a new one of these new lids for these Yeti tumblers. I've got one of these big ones. I don't know how big they are. You can see here it's one of these big ones. Instead of having to screw this top off of it all the time. That's good if you're just toting it around or something in a backpack or inside a bigger cooler, but you can't drink out of it without taking the whole thing off. So I'm gonna go to that same store. I think they make a top that goes on there with a little flip up straw. So anyway, a little afternoon shopping trip. We'll be right back. We'll show you what we find at the store. Alright, we made it to the man store. It ain't far from home here. Marvin's got a pretty good little convenient place to stop. They ain't got everything, but they got a lot of stuff you need. So anyway, we're running here and look at some of these accessories. You see right over here next door is a Nissan dealership where I got got this truck. So anyway, we'll be right back. We're running here and see if we can round up these Yeti accessories. Alright, the man store didn't have everything we needed. Didn't have the top for this tumbler that I wanted, but they did have a tie-down kit I'm gonna try. It works pretty good. It'll work with that my big Tundra cooler. I can tie it down on top of that dog box too. I'll get to the house here in a little while. We'll figure out how to mount that thing up, show you how that works. And also went on and got a lock kit. It's got a little bracket on here that I can, cable lock and a little keyed lock there. You'll see it works well with the cooler. So we get to the house here in a little bit. We'll kind of open all this packaging up and see how it works. And I guess we'll have to go somewhere else to look for the top to my tumbler. But anyway, we'll get to the house and we'll get everything mounted up back here on the dog box and show you how it works. We'll be right back. Alright, we made it back to the store, back to the house from the store. Show you a couple things I got here. We didn't have the lid I was wanting for my tumbler drink, but what I did go ahead and get was, so you'll see there's a Yeti tie-down kit. Got a couple of straps and brackets. I'm gonna mount this to the top of my dog box so I can put my big Yeti cooler up there without worrying about it falling off. I have to have this other. Bought this tie-down cable system here. I'll use it to tie down my small Yeti roadie cooler. But you can see, let me show you here. We've got the big cooler right up here on top. It'll be where I'll put the bracket. I'm gonna probably mount the bracket so they come down and attach to the top of the box there. Got to be careful. I mount it where the screws don't stick through. A dog can't hit his head on them. But then the Yeti lock mechanism I'll show you, it's going to be used over here to tie down this roadie. So let me get everything cut open here and we'll show you how that thing attaches. Alright, I'm going to see if I can show y'all how this hooks up without knocking the camera down. I got it set up on the tailgate here. The way this Yeti lock mechanism works is just real simple. It's just a coated steel bracket. You'll see there with a hole in it. You open the top of your cooler and it slips right down through that hole there. Then you take your cable latch. It comes with it. It's a keyed lock, so you can don't have to worry about any combinations or anything like that. If you see here, you can see if I can show you here. You got a keyed lock here. Your cable just slips up through here. I'll say it does. It just, let's see. I think you got to have the tumblers on the lock to the open position before to slide through there. Let's see. Yeah. So you basically take your cable, pull it down through the bracket here. Lay that out of the way. little piece of Velcro there to keep the loose end flopping everywhere. Let's see, I'm gonna pull it down. What I'm gonna do is, it might have been easier to run it through the other direction. Let me try this. Figure this out as I go. I'm actually going to run it down through the hook down in the bottom of the bed of the truck first, and then I'll show you that when I get it all done. Just go up through here, go back up through the steel bracket here. I think I tried to make it a little harder than it really is. Then all you got to do is put it back through the lock there, pull it tight, turn the key, and you're locked. Did something wrong. Let's see. Open that tumble back up, pull it tight. Alright. Well, I must be doing something wrong. My cable's pulling back through. Let's see. Maybe I ran it through the wrong direction. Let's see. When all else fails, read the directions. Let me try running it this way. Yep, that's gonna do the trick. Y'all like me, you don't read directions till you tried everything yourself. It's too hard-headed. Alright, you can see there, everything's secured good. Really easy. Cooler's gonna still open and close just like it always did. So I'll show you what that looks like finished. Like you see, you got the bracket right there. It goes right down through that factory slot. Cable runs through your lock right there. Now what I did is secured, I didn't want to lock it, didn't want to cable it to the box. They do that, they might just steal box cooler and all. I guess if somebody wants it bad enough, they can. I don't even think they can get the dog box out when I got this cable down tight. But you'll see right there, I just put it down to the little hook, little factory hook there. So I think pretty neat little setup there. I guess I could have gone and bought locks and all and probably made one myself without buying the Yeti kit, but most things like that you end up paying a little more, having a little more time tied up in it. As tight as I've got this down, I don't believe anybody would be able to even I don't even know if they could get the dog box out of here with this tied down in it. So the other bracket here, I'll have to get my screw gun. I left it down at Jake's apartment, college apartment. Basically I'll take these brackets right here and I'll probably fasten one right here and one on the other side and be able to pull it down with these straps. I may have to get another lock mechanism for this one. I don't travel with this one too much, but at least I had to give it some security because it doesn't fit as tight. The guy that built my dog box built this one tight so that little Yeti won't come out even if you don't have it strapped. Anyway, that's all we had today. A little short video. If I think anything else we can do to any little gadgets for these Yetis, we'll throw a little something together one day. And before I forget about it, I'll show y'all one other thing I'm probably going to do on some future videos. This is my truck right here I drove for 16 years before I finally broke down and got this Titan. This is a 2001 GMC 2500 HD. Has the 6-liter gas burner. It's been a good truck. It's got 310 or 11,000 miles on it. But see, we got the ranch hand aftermarket bumper. I installed the tow mirrors. Also got a buck stop bumper on here on the front. You'll see it's really well built bumper. Presley's been driving it, so he got it a little muddy, but 12,000 pound Warren winch. One of these, we're gonna do a little maybe work to this truck over the winter. Presley and I are gonna put a new synthetic cables on the winch there. They a lot lighter weight, less light. They won't break and they get a little longer than the cable. So we'll do that pretty soon on the video. Thinking about next year, probably gonna get a bed built for this truck. So we'll take this factory bed off and get a bed built similar to what Jason runs on the Dodges. But anyway, appreciate y'all watching today. Not much to it, just a little something we're doing in it this afternoon. If you like what we do, subscribe, check us out on Instagram, Facebook too, and thank you again for watching.